Dear black women, to come from a black woman.
To come from a black woman.
By a black woman.
To be
And to
loved.
now raise two black women has been the center and
Face
joy.
ass nigga, man.
Thank you for holding me down.
Lifting me up when I needed it the most.
Even when you was
Black
a
women
crack fiend,
always been
mama,
the incubators.
you was still a
Love.
black
The
queen,
blueprint,
mama.
the culture, and the architects
Yeah,
who built the
the
foundation.
mothers of the earth. Man, fuck these corny ass niggas, bro. For real. Bro, this shit is so corny that even the black women were not with this shit at all. Bro, what are black men gonna realize that these black women do not care about your acknowledgement. They don't want to be acknowledged by you. They don't want you to come out and do these little fucking virtue signaling ass posts. They see through this shit, right? They all see through it. They don't want, first of all, women don't like simps. If it's one thing a woman hates, it's for a man to treat her nicely. Women hate that shit. They hate that. They loathe that shit. They see it as corny and they see it as fake. So when you come up here and you chop together this whole black woman worshiping, you see, deep down subconsciously, I feel like a lot of women don't even think they deserve this. So they just be confused. When you do it, they just be like, what are you talking about? We wear spandex and we twerk outside and do OnlyFans and get our coochies played with in 20v1s. Why are you doing this? No, seriously, I think this is what black women be thinking when y'all simps get on these platforms and start doing this simp ass bullshit. I think these women are sitting there like, they don't want to say it, but they're thinking like, what the fuck are you talking about? We're whores. We're whores. We're fucking whores. Did you hear Carisha?
I just had a conversation with somebody the other day. I said, I'm really, like, I'm on like with a W. Like, I'm on.
But define that, though.
Like, I'm on.
They tell you that every fucking day. How many times do black women tell you that they don't give a fuck about you? They don't want your approval. They don't want your acknowledgement. Anytime they get attention from you, they don't like it. They don't like it. They really want you to leave them the fuck alone, right? They're tired of you having their names in their mouths in a positive light. They don't like that. All they want to do is eat hot Cheetos and twerk wearing spandex. And they want you to like their Instagram posts. That's it. Okay? And don't go too crazy in the comments. Comment too, but leave it, keep it short and sweet and move on. You do too much, they're gonna do you like how Coyle Ray did Adrian Bronson. They don't want, did you see what Coyle Ray did to Adrian Bronson? I just did a video about that, right? They don't care for this shit. Let's look at the comments. This is so performative, especially considering Usher's wife is white. Right? Is this one of my mutuals? Nah. Nigga wants us to forget about him and Diddy so bad. They didn't actually say anything nice about black women, only that what women have done for them, holding them down, lifting them up. Exactly. Leave us alone. Look at this. Leave us alone. They don't want you. They don't want you. They don't want your acknowledgement. They don't want your approval. Look at them. Look at them. You look like a clown. These women are clowning you. They don't want you talking about them. Come on, bro. When are y'all gonna get it through y'all thick skulls that this simping shit does not work?
Pressure.
Or dare tilt your crown.
So today, I offer you my protection.
In exchange for everything you've given to me. Black women,
I appreciate you.
Do these men even Do they own social media? Do they understand the climate we're living in? Do they understand that it's like they didn't know this would get a negative reaction? Did they not? I would have never have done this. Like, this is even far for a simp. I'm not gonna lie to you. This is actually even pretty far for a fucking simp. All this women worshiping shit needs to stop. These women, you're literally, here's the thing. And I had a conversation with my girl about this, right? Because she thought it was, most women think that this is a sweet gesture. I said, look, I respectfully disagree with you on that. If you want to, because she was, her point of view was like, hey, he's probably talking about his black mother. He's probably talking about his aunties. He's probably talking about, one of their wives. Russell's probably talking about his wife. I said, cool. I said, if time comes for you to give me my flowers, do not get up on a platform and say black men. Call out my government name. BM are the prize. That's my government name on here. Call out my government name and say, prize, I love you. Thank you for taking care of me. Thank you for protecting me. Thank you for putting this this roof over my head, paying my bill. Thank you. Do that. Don't ever get up on a platform and blanketly give all black men credit for something that I did for you, right? We need to stop doing that, because that's what these women want us to do. Anytime you start criticizing, notice how anytime you start criticizing a black woman in any capacity, the first thing they do is they make it their very first, they make it their priority to let you know that your mother is black. Your mama black, right? If you come up here and you say anything about Sexy Red being a thought, acting crazy, twerking on the fucking delivery table, you know what they're gonna tell you? Your mama black. As if they want the greatness of your mother to rub off on them. They want to hide and piggyback behind the fucking shadows of your mother, of the greatness and the grace that your mother has deployed here on earth. That's exactly what they're trying to do. And these modern day women can't live up to a lot of our mothers. They grew up in a different era. They're strong individuals. Our mothers is really the shit. And these motherfuckers, they want to basically use your mother's grace to rub off on them. Think about that shit for a second. They want you to give them the respect of your mother because you share skin tone with her. You think they think because they are the same skin tone as your mother, you supposed to give them the grace of your mother, grace that she never earned. I had a girl tell me, ain't your girlfriend black? You want the grace of my girl, takes care of my daughter, clean, cooks, clean, takes care of all my needs, is a wonderful, wonderful person, helpmate to me. Someone for me to rest my head on and have a conversation with, is genuinely pleasant, doesn't have an attitude, never argues with me, never this, is never that. She's an enemy. My girl is literally a fucking, and I don't want to make this about my girl. She is an enemy to Keishaville. If my girl made an account and started sharing her opinions about what she felt about a lot of this shit, y'all would call her a pick-me and banish her off the platform. Y'all would try to get her job taken. Y'all would go the extra mile. So don't try to hide up under the grace of, because my girl shares the same skin tone as you think that I'm about to give you respect because you happen to be a black girl too? The vast majority of y'all ain't shit. Why the fuck should you get the respect that my girls earned, my grandma's earned, my mother's earned, my auntie, my this and that? Any black women in proximity to me who are good black women, what y'all whores try to do, is always a whore doing this. It's always a whore. It's always some OnlyFans chick on Twitter saying, ain't your mama black? Why? So why don't you respect black OnlyFans girls, ain't your mama black? It's always a whore. So you want me to give you credit for what my mother did? No, that's not how this shit goes. If he wanted to, first of all, to blanketly give all these women credit, right? When 70% of black mothers are single mothers, are destructive with their reproduction system. It is literally the foundational reason of the issues that we have in the black community stem from black women's inability to mate select properly. They will continuously consolidate on Pookies and Ray Rays. They will gaslight you by saying that these Pookies and Ray Rays aren't good fathers when everybody in the community knows that already. They will try to tell you that instead of them picking a good black man, they want to take a jailhouse brother and try to tell him that he needs to be a good father. That's what they'll do. And if you try to hold them accountable for it, everybody will come and shake. Well, these men need to take care of their kids. The man in question is King Von. The man in question is Future. The man in question is Young Thug. The man in question is NBA Youngboy. The man in question is a pookied out thug, a criminal, who you're basically telling me that you went and fucked a criminal, and you're blaming black man for this criminal man that you fucked that did not take care of his kids. And another thing they'll do is tell us, well, we don't know who the good black men are. You don't know until you fuck them and have kids by them and then find out. But they don't know who good black fathers are, good black men to reproduce are, but they know who good stepfathers are. That was never weird to y'all? A black woman can identify the perfect stepfather, but can't identify a good father. Don't let me talk over your head now. I hope y'all catching what I put down. A black woman is good at identifying a good black man when she turns 30 and hits that wall and needs a simp to come and take care of her kids and be stepfather and be a mentor to her children. With lightning pinpoint accuracy, she can identify a good black man then. But during her prime, she just turns that switch off in her head. The nigga with the gun, toting the guns with the guns in his pants, that's who she wants to fucking have kids with. And then gaslight you and tell you that the nigga who been to jail 3 times, who she fucked and had a kid for, is not a good father, and all black men are the problem for that. And these are the women who you are uplifting with this commentary. The average black woman who's a fucking Keisha ass woman, a single mother, right? Hates productive black men like yourself, will only pick you, actually, Mr. Russell Wilson, will only pick you once they done. That's exactly your storyline, actually. You were only picked by Sierra after she went through the Future Pookie, who apparently doesn't take care of his kids. After she went and got pregnant for him, she went and took baby Future and had you take care of him. That's the woman who we're praising. I'm not with you on that, brother. Keep me out of that. I'm not uplifting. I'm not pedestalizing these black. I'll pedestalize my mother. I'll pedestalize my father. I'll pedestalize, because a lot of niggas don't have fathers. I have one. I will pedestalize my mother. I will pedestalize my father. I'll pedestalize my girl, but I'm not gonna pedestalize these random black broads running around eating hot Cheetos and fucking and twerking in spandex on Twitter and on Instagram and creating OnlyFans and getting fingered on 20v1s and motherfucking popping balloons because a nigga makes 300K but he's 2 inches under 6 foot. Like, I'm not doing that with y'all. These women are the worst batch of women on planet Earth, and even black women know it. That's why, this is why they reacting this way, low key. They like, bro, we don't want that. First of all, we're not shit. Black women are telling you we're not shit. We don't want you. It's not about his wife being white. It's about the fact that you're a black man. They don't want your fucking acknowledgement, your approval. They want you to leave them the fuck alone. Everyone is calling you a pathetic clown, a loser, a simp. And it's not the men, it is the women. And the reason it is stupid, they're saying he married a white girl, is if his relationship choices, you know, theoretically speaking, his relationship choices is not gonna change. How he, if black women were pivotal to him, and just because he fell in love with a white girl and that's who he decided to date, that's who he decided to date. You don't know who he's referring to. This is what people are saying. We're saying, well, you don't know who he's referring to. He could be talking about his mother. Just because your mother is a black woman doesn't mean you have to date a black woman. That's a crazy thought process, especially as a black man, when vast majority of black women ain't shit. And I would not suggest that a black man go out and date black women en masse. I would suggest that you try to date non-black women. A woman on my timeline tried to get on me for that, right? Look at these comments though. Look at this, rolling my eyes. Usher's wife after seeing this. Usher, I love you, but they did this. The same man who be groping men's wives, on black wives, on stage, and sitting up here saying that he respects black women, he loves black women, after he gropes black women up on stage, a man's wife. Do you respect black men? Do you respect black men? Because I would never grope a man's I don't care for what. I don't care if it's a performance. I'm not groping a man's wife up on stage. I would never do that. I would never do that. This girl tried to get at me, and she's a younger girl. You know, and that's what I was talking about earlier, is that they'll try to use the class and the grace of your mother to blanketly hope that they can piggyback and hide behind and use your mother as a shield against you criticizing them. Well, why are you criticizing black women? Your mother is a black woman, right? See, this is what she tried to do. Don't you have a black girlfriend? This is what I said. When you criticize black women, they'll always bring up your mother, your wife, your girlfriend. I was just giving examples, but you know, a lot of women are slow. This went over her head because she kept saying some shit like, why are you talking about your mother? Why are you talking? I was just giving examples. I'm using you as an example of a young black girl who's a little, you're not all like, look, you're young, right? I believe this girl is what, 20 or something last time I interacted with her. I'm not crazy older than you, but I can tell that you're very young-minded. He's trying to use my black girlfriend as a shield against criticism, as if she's on your side, as if she thinks that I should not be able to criticize you because you share the same skin tone as her. Black women need to stop doing that. Stop doing that. We're not going to stop criticizing this because our mothers share the same skin tone. We're not going to do that. That was the whole point of me posting this. We're not going to stop criticizing this because our mothers are the same color as Sexy Red. Stop that. It is the stupidest argument ever. It's dumb. It doesn't make sense, right? We're not gonna tell black men to go date Gen. I told her the majority of my audience is Gen Z men. Gen Z men. I'm not gonna tell them to go date black women en masse because my mother is black. No, the majority of Gen Z black women are trash. They're getting their coochies played with on 20v1. They're twerking on Kai Cenat. I'm not gonna go tell my mutuals who are between the ages of 20 and 24, 25, that's my key demographic, and I'm 29. I'm not about to go tell these guys en masse to go deal with a group of women who keep showing us that they're not shit just because my girl, who is significantly old, not significantly, but she's a little older than these Gen Z people, right? My girl happens to be black. My mother happens to be black. That doesn't make sense. I'm not gonna do it. that's all I have for this video, guys. Thank you for listening. I'm back. I've been very sick. You guys could probably still hear it in my voice. I'm very stuffy, but it's necessary for me to get out here and try to create this content because a lot of people like the content that I'm creating. So thank you guys for your support. Please like, comment, and subscribe. I'm out.